Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of ARTiculation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at ARTiculation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org. Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Wednesday, November 13th, 2019, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. The Hawaii International Film Festival continues today through Sunday at 8 p.m. in Hawaii, the United States, and Japan. The Second Africa Investment Forum wraps up today from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. at the Sandton Convention Center in Johannesburg, South Africa. And the Second Paris Peace Forum enters its final day today at the Grand Halle de la Ville in Paris, France. Those are three of the headlines I saw today when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. Head on over right now and see what headlines you see and in which categories, because as you know, the news constantly changes and so do the headlines.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be here with you today on another fresh episode of ARTiculation Radio. Of course, we have for you in store a lot of great music as well as an interview with an author, the author of, I'm not going to even tell you, you know how I like to do you. I'll tell you after I play this song for you. How about that?
It's a dirty world, a dirty game. When I think about my life, I wanna make a change. Tired of living out this life, trying to shield the pain. Stuck under this umbrella, but it won't shield the rain. I'm starting to understand things will never change, but it's still heavy on my mind, got me picking my brain. I'm trying to keep a steady route, but ain't feeling the lane. Don't look for me to pull you out, cause no feelings remain. If I could take it all back, I would've squeezed that trigger long ago. Then know one day I'd be surrounded by these silly hoes. They act like vultures flying around my head, just trying to pick my bone. Gotta ride around my city every night packing my chrome. Steady trying to knock me off the rim, but I'm still holding on. Don't nobody wanna ride with me, so I ride all alone. Rolling blunts and smoking longs, pushing pedal to the metal. Haters lurking, trying to stop me, but I swear I never settle. Ain't no need to play pretend. Living in this world of sin. If you ain't moving how they moving, niggas try to do you in. If you got it and they want it, they try to keep you under pin. Only way you gonna make it is if you play this game to win. Standing strong and never breaking past the point, so I can't shake it. Steady stabbing in my skin till I blow up, cause I can't take it. I get tired of niggas faking, lying to me in my face. It's hard when you just trying to make it, but everything you get they take. It's a dirty world, a dirty game. When I think about my life, I wanna make a change. Tired of living out this life, trying to shield the pain. Stuck under this umbrella, but it won't shield the rain. I'm starting to understand things will never change, but it's still heavy on my mind, got me picking my brain. I'm trying to keep a steady route, but ain't feeling the lane. Don't look for me to pull you out, cause no feelings remain. I'm trying to make it out, no time for mistakes, cause I ain't trying to fall. And if I do it standing tall, back pressed against the wall. Just give me a little space, cause I'm trying to figure it out. I must know what it's about, don't wanna live my life in doubt. I've been hurt many a times, I'm trying to find a safer route. Just trying to keep it 100, I don't need 10 dimes. I'm only in search of one, but I'm kinda pressing for time. Never know what's coming next, ain't no love and it's a shame. Hope the struggle ain't in vain, still struggling to ease the pain. Seems like just a touch of fame will turn the real ones into haters, man. Used to chill, now I'm steady getting side-eyed. I'm focused on the grind, they got me targeted for drive-bys. Been loyal to a fault, and those the ones that I'm denied by. Got love for my city, but I don't seem to pull no heartstrings. I gotta get it, my heart's pumping like a train. Knowing there's nothing but strangers, gotta take it with a grain. It's a dirty world, a dirty game. When I think about my life, I wanna make a change. Tired of living out this life, trying to shield the pain. Stuck under this umbrella, but it won't shield the rain. I'm starting to understand things will never change, but it's still heavy on my mind, got me picking my brain. I'm trying to keep a steady route, but ain't feeling the lane. Don't look for me to pull you out, cause no feelings remain.
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistrevue.com. ArtistReview.com.
Who this?
G, we still on for the studio, man?
Yeah, man, I'll be there.
Damn, what's up? Female problem?
And you know.
Later. Damn, Taj, what's up, homie?
Got personal issues.
Man, I guess it's just something that's going around these days.
Yeah, and I'm the one got bit by the bug.
Broad issues.
I want to know why you creeped out the door. Now I got to let you know that you got to go. Hit the street, pack up your bag. You're not welcome here, babe. Oh, I'm here to let you know that it's time for you to go. You caused me so much pain, and I ain't trying to hear it again. Whoa, I'm tired of playing games. Think it's time for you to change. One thing before you go, there's something that you should know. It's been on my mind to tell you I'm leaving you out in the
peoplewarmer.com. Book your travel today. peoplewarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. peoplewarmer.com wherever you want to play. peoplewarmer.com. Go see a concert today.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. peoplewarmers.com. peoplewarmers.com.
On today's episode of Articulation Radio, we will be talking to the author, Miss Shirley Jones, regarding her book, It's a Man's Work That's Never Done, Not a Woman's. But let me let you know that we kicked off today's episode of Articulation Radio by playing for you No Feelings Remain by Sean Lux. And following that, you heard Let You Go by Chris Styles, featuring G-Man and yours truly, Goddess Sage. Now, I will be playing for you shortly My Favorite Weakness by Erica Johnson. Then bring the author Shirley Jones on the line. But in the meantime, head on over to her website, shirleyjones.webs.com. That's SHIRLEYJONES.WEBS.com, shirleyjones.webs.com, and grab up your copy of It's a Man's Work That's Never Done, Not a Woman's. And we are going to play a couple of more songs for you and bring on the author real quick. You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
I can't go on pretending I don't care. I can't go on pretending I don't care. But I'm trying to do the best I can. Try to do the best I can. Oh, trying to do the best I can. I'm human and flawed, but I can't cut it all. So instead I blush until I've had enough. You see right through me, you see. Such a shame for you, all my secrets are free. And I just wanna learn yours and absorb everything you mean. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me. You're making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me. Making me weak. You expect me to keep my composure and my exposure and on my toes, but I'm too vulnerable to disregard the danger of the deepest part of you. Oh, be merciful. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me, making me weak. I can't sleep. Oh, so deep. It's making me weak. It's so sweet. I can't think. Incomplete. It's making me weak. I can't eat. I can't sleep. It's so deep. Making me weak. I can't go on pretending I don't care. Please forgive me. Making me weak.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
Articulation Radio is extremely pleased to welcome to the stage today the illustrious new author, Miss Shirley A. Jones. Shirley Jones, are you on this line?
I am on this line, Dr. Jefferson.
People. Now, y'all know about this book now. I told y'all before. I already gave you the intro, told you got to head on over to that website, shirleyjones.webs.com. Grab up your copy of her book. It's a man's work that's never done, not a woman. And that's what I'm about to talk to Miss Jones about. Miss Jones?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
My first question to you is this title. How did you come up with it? What? I'll put it like this. What made you have the courage to come up with a title saying it's a man's work that's never done and not a woman, knowing that it's going to be women reading this book, knowing most readers are women? How did you get the courage to say this stuff that you apparently saying starting from this title?
Well, Dr. Jefferson, I will tell you this. This title came from God. I was just walking, through the mall and doing errands, and I kept seeing different men doing different things. And the day got kind of at the end, and I was like, okay, let me go in. And God said, wait a minute. It's a man's work that's never done, not a woman's. And I said, well, explain that to me. So he elaborated, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go with that. So I started this book, and I know a lot of women, it's very controversial. I know a lot of women are going to think, no, it's a woman's work that's never done. But we tend to buy into cliches and things that are repeated redundantly, whether they are true or not. It just sounds good sometimes. But it doesn't take away from what women do and who they are. By no means does this take away from them. But this book, I was bold enough to write it out. I have to admit, it was a little shaky, but when you're walking in boldness, it's going to be okay. And this
especially
book,
when you know you're telling a truth that needs to be told, like you're doing.
Absolutely.
You're pulling the scales off, quite frankly.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a scale. It's like snatching the Band-Aid off. But it's just a little about we want men to do better, but are you willing to teach them better? And when I say that, I don't mean that they're elementary kids. You have to ABC 1, 2, 3 them. Teach them how to love you. Teach them what it is that you like. Teach them what makes it work with you, because they're often told, women are often told, the last brother is not the last brother. Well, let's say the last woman was not the last woman. And, we're unique and we're different, and we want to be treated different from the other woman because we say we are, the original copy. So it's okay. So teach him how to love the original copy of you. That's what it is.
Right. And women, of course, we know that means that you first have to be real with yourself, and you got to know the real you. Because if in reality you aren't even allowing yourself to be genuine with yourself because you're trying to be this thing that you think other people will accept, then are you even aware of what it is you want, to where maybe that's why you're not willing to tell a man what it is he needs to do to please you, because maybe you don't even know? And let's kind of talk a little bit, because I want to ask you, what is there that of all the things that you know for a fact are roles of a man that seem to be unquenchable, that seems to never quite be filled, what is there that you have heard men say or that men have confessed to you to be the biggest heartbreak that they've had to endure from the expectations that not only we women have, the unrealistic expectations that sometimes we women have, but sometimes even the unrealistic expectations that our children have of the men. So what is the biggest hurt that you've heard them reveal?
Now, having a conversation with a few group of guys, these are some of their concerns. They are not always recognized, or they're, thank you, I think sometimes goes out of the window once you say I do. We never, as women, get tired of being appreciated or telling us how beautiful we are and how nice we look, which could be the truth. But do we ever reciprocate that? Are we only on the receiving end? Are we not on the giving end? Because though he may be the man, he wants to be complimented every now and then. It's nice to hear I love you. It's nice to implement relations. You know what I mean? So though he takes the lead on a lot of things, this is one of the things that they had a problem with, is women always want the man to remember this date, that date. And if we're considered as the vessel of what is how you say that? We're the vessel of memory. We remember more things. We are more detailed. You know what I mean? So yes. The biggest controversy with a husband and a wife is the anniversary. Let's just put that out there.
Oh, right.
It's his anniversary, too. He should remember it. Well, okay, we're not arguing that. But if he does not, is that the end of the marriage? Right. Is that a long-term anger? How long does it go on? This is my take on this. If he's a protector, profess his love, and provide, can't you be a calendar?
Right.
Can't you just say a couple of months ahead of time, babe, the anniversary is coming up, and he'll say, okay, I got you, baby. And then so you're keeping it on his mind like you do everything else. Baby, we have the Christmas party at work. Baby, we have the ball that we're going to. Baby, don't forget the black and tie event. Now, are all of those things more important than your anniversary? So don't be so quick to throw him away because he doesn't remember that. Yes, that day is special, but guess what other day is special? Ask him what you were wearing the night he met you. I promise you he can tell you what that was. Because it caught his eye, the beauty of you, and whatever you had on that night. He'll remember the shoes you had on. He'll definitely remember the dress. Now, you get married. Now, is there things that we as women forget once we get married? Do we change when we get married? Okay, let's be.
Things, yes, go on, because that was going to be my.
Let's be fair, because that's right.
Clear that on.
Yes,
out.
Let's clean that up. Okay, so we change a little bit.
Real quick. Let me throw this out real quick.
You were wife, happy life, and you got 100 million women. That's right. But then he has to come home looking to accept me as I am.
Right, and when you're the one with you 24/7, you should make yourself happy. A wife that's making herself happy, yes,
will be happy regardless.
Make your life happy, because of course, you should already be whole. No one can fill any void within anyone. It's enough for them to try to fill the voids within themselves. And for those of you who are just tuning in, you are listening to ARTiculation Radio. I am Goddess Sage, and I am interviewing the author Shirley A. Jones regarding her book, which is titled, It's a Man's Work That's Never Done, Not a Woman's. You can head on over to her website right now, shirleyjones.webs.com. That's shirleyjones.webs.com, and grab up her book. And Shirley, how much? I know your paperback book is $19.95. Your ebook is $9.95. And you have a couple of events that are coming up in 2020. But for right now, I'm guessing that because I see you have the advanced orders going on for your book. So when do people need to be sure to go to your website to order your book to be able to catch it during this advanced orders period? How long do they have?
Okay, you have until the 17th. Well, next week, this is what happens. If you pre-order my book now before it comes out, before it's published, then you're considered a VIP. And when the book signing happens, you will be in the VIP section. You won't have to wait in line. You can walk right up because you are a VIP. Yeah. That's only if you pre-order the books before it comes out.
Okay, and you said, and that's pre-ordered before November the
17th.
Okay, so people go over to shirleyjones.webs.com right now if you haven't already, and go ahead and purchase your book. It's only $20. Go ahead and get your autographed copy of that book. Go ahead and make your reservation for that autographed copy of It's a Man's Work That's Never Done, Not a Woman's by Shirley Jones. And that website, again, is shirleyjones.webs.com. And for those of you who want to order just through your own favorite bookstore or through Barnes & Noble or Amazon or whomever, then, of course, you can always go there, put in that title, It's a Man's Work That's Never Done, Not a Woman's, by Shirley A. Jones, and you will be able to place the order for that book. But for those of you who are like, no, I want the autographed copy, and as a matter of fact, I want her to autograph it, and I want to be VIP to come pick it up at her event next year. She has one that is a Read It and Eat, and it is scheduled for January the 11th from 3 until 5 at the Chili's at the Chili's Arbrook Square in Arlington, Texas. And then she has the following Saturday from 3 until 5, January the 18th, a book signing at the Doc Bookshop there on Meadowbrook Drive there in Fort Worth, Texas. And so you all, as she said, will be able to be VIPs at either one of those that you want to come and pick up the book at. And I'm guessing that at the Read It and Eat, when people come there, are you paying for their food if they want to? Well, I know that's a stupid question because the time I said it, it's like, no, if you got to pay for your book, why you think somebody else? So, but I'm to be
absolutely. You will be paying for your own eats.
Okay. Okay.
But I would love to see you there and talk to you about the book. If you have any questions, you may have personal questions for yourself. We make it go a little bit deeper into some things that you may not have gotten to in the book yet. I will say that there are 3 different scenarios, and it's about the responsibility of a man. Just because he's wealthy or rich, and there is a difference, or he's coming from the bottom up, he still has that same responsibility. I just want the world to know that let's balance this thing out. Though women are the beautiful part of a relationship, you can't forget the man, because I tell my son, you can be choosy about who you give your love to as well.
Yes.
Just because you're a man, they don't need to just see, oh, he's a man, he'll want it. No, ma'am. I tell my son, you get a trust, and be trusted about who you give your love to. She'll respect you more. Yeah. So it's just simply about giving him credit where credit is due. You know, if he's providing and he's doing what he needs to do, and, you know, you have a lot of wife's to-do lists and honey to-do lists, and on top of making sure you're okay, the kids are okay. And if you don't have any kids, you got to make sure everything else that evolves around you is okay, that you're safe, that he's safe. Now, you know he's got to keep himself safe for you to come back home to you. So we expect for them to do a lot of things, and it's okay, but let's just give credit to men where credit is due. Let's teach them how to love the woman that we are, you know, because everybody's different. There's no two people alike. So I'm just saying, let's balance this love thing out and give men credit where credit is due, because, you know, they're stepping up now, taking care of their children. Some of them have their kids on their own by themselves. They're single parents. I've seen it. And so, and kudos to those fathers that are stepping up. But we need to give them credit and where credit is due. They are just as important in this thing as a woman is. It doesn't minimize what she does, but we need to balance it out. We need to not think that he's less important, he's the lesser person, because he's not. Because you really put a lot of trust in wanting him to be what it is you need him to be.
Right. And especially, you know, for those of us women who look at the man as being ahead, and of course, and look up to men who are able to, you know, be in those true leadership positions and, you know, display love and all of those things. So, you know, in truth, it really is, you know, I totally see what you're saying, and that a lot of times people do say, you know, that it's all on a woman, everything falls on a woman, but we forget how usually what a woman is not able to do, we usually go and ask a man to do it, you know, and of course we know they're doing their own thing plus helping us. So, yeah, people, I encourage you to get this book, read this book. You definitely, and this is one of those to where I would recommend you really get 2 copies, because this is going to be something to where you'll find that your friends will pick it up and it may walk away with them. And, yeah, and as you know, whenever you've had friends to walk away with your books and they've realized they've gotten it, they're like, oh, I got your book, but I'm telling you now, girl, you'll never get it again. So, yeah, just go ahead and buy it.
Right.
And then you have one that's just sitting out. And then you have one that's autographed, and that's the one that you keep put up on your shelf. And then you have the general one, then that's the one that people can, you know, browse through. And if they happen to take it, it won't feel like such a loss. Shirley, thank you so much for coming on to Articulation Radio.
Thanks for having me. I have had a great time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And do you have other projects coming up? Because you are more than welcome to come out here, come back to the station at any time. You are welcome. Creative works that you're going to be releasing?
Well, I have. In the future, I'm working right now on the sequel to this book, and then there's a sequel to this book, and we'll end it. And I am waiting for them to read that. It's really like reality life. It's like real. It's real. It's not something that, you know, you go to sleep and wake up and then you're like, oh, that was just a dream. No, this is life. And then there's one other book that's is dear to my heart, and it's called I'm Too Big of a Cat to Be Fooled by a Kid. My grandmother used to say that all the time, and I love that.
So that's going to be the next one that we need to be looking out for?
Yes, look after that one, right after the sequel. So it's going to be right after It's a Man's Work That's Never Done sequel. Then, yes, that's the one to look out for.
Oh, very good. And I hear you have a music project coming out, and definitely when you release your music, your single, I want you to send us an MP3, and we can put it in rotation here at Articulation Radio. And, yeah,
I would be, fans here. It would be great. Yes, I would love that. I would love that.
Wonderful. So, people, this is the author, Shirley Jones. Head on over right now to her website, shirleyjones.webs.com. That's SHIRLEYJONES.WEBS.com. shirleyjones.webs.com. Shirley, thank you so much for coming on. Listeners, stay tuned. I'm about to play some more songs for you. Keep the show rolling.
Thank you so much.
If you're looking for ghost writers, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us.
Up next is Attention Span by Aiden Cole. Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today.
Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
Here is For Sure by Ray and Ray featuring Revel Day. That will be followed by Love is a Serious Business, that Dr. Feelgood by yours truly, Goddess Sage.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, jeffersontaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, jeffersontaylor.club.
There is trouble. It's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in. You belong with the fairies. No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. You set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Oh, every tune is your song. Doesn't matter what I say, there is no other way. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. Oh.
Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz.
I don't want nobody always sitting around me and my man. I don't want nobody
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club.
How long have you been sitting on that manuscript? It's time to move it forward. Stop talking. Beingpublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club. Visit today.